Ladies and gentlemen, there is something special about every human being. Inside each of us lies untapped potential, a treasure waiting to be discovered. Yet, many people live and die as mere shadows of what they were meant to be. They settle for the ordinary when they were born to be extraordinary. The difference between the ordinary and the extraordinary is not talent, background, or resources. It is the discovery and application of purpose. You were not designed to simply exist. You were created to fulfill a specific assignment, something only you can do in the way that you were meant to do it. Greatness does not come by accident. It is the result of discipline, vision, and an unshakable commitment to purpose. Every extraordinary person you admire once started as an ordinary individual, but they made a decision to rise above limitations, to reject excuses, and to pursue their destiny with relentless faith. Ladies and gentlemen, every human being is born with something unique inside of them, a gift, a talent, a purpose. But the sad reality is that many people live and die without ever discovering it. They walk through life aimlessly, conforming to the expectations of society, following routines, and settling for mediocrity. Yet within them lies extraordinary potential, waiting to be unlocked. The key to this transformation is purpose. Purpose is not something we create, it is something we discover. You were designed with an intention, placed on this earth for a reason, and equipped with everything necessary to fulfill that assignment. Purpose is the master key that opens the door to your true potential. It takes an ordinary person and turns them into an extraordinary force. It is the reason why some rise above challenges while others surrender to them. Purpose gives meaning to struggle, direction to talent, and clarity to dreams. The difference between those who impact the world and those who merely exist is not intelligence, wealth, or opportunity. It is the awareness of purpose. A person who knows their purpose walks with confidence, speaks with authority, and pursues their goals with unwavering determination. They are not easily discouraged because they understand that every obstacle is simply a step toward their destiny. Purpose gives birth to passion, and passion fuels perseverance. When you know why you exist, no failure can stop you and no setback can define you. Consider the greatest figures in history. The pioneers, the leaders, the inventors, the visionaries. None of them started as extraordinary people. They were born like everyone else, faced struggles like everyone else, and had doubts like everyone else. But what set them apart was their discovery of purpose. Once they found it, they devoted their lives to it. They refined their gifts, disciplined their minds, and aligned their actions with their calling. They did not waste time comparing themselves to others because purpose eliminates competition. You are not meant to be like someone else. You are meant to be the best version of yourself. The greatest tragedy in life is not death. It is a life lived without fulfilling its purpose. There are people who have buried their potential under fear, insecurity, and doubt. They have allowed the opinions of others to silence their dreams. They have accepted a life of survival rather than a life of significance. But I challenge you today, refuse to be one of them. Refuse to leave this world without giving it the gift you were born to deliver. Refuse to let your potential die with you. The moment you discover your purpose, your life will change. You will wake up each day with excitement instead of dread. You will stop chasing success and start attracting it. You will no longer be moved by temporary setbacks because you will see the bigger picture. Challenges will become opportunities, failures will become lessons, and your journey will inspire others to rise. You were not created to simply exist. You were not designed to drift through life without direction. The world is waiting for what you carry inside of you. Your family, your community, and your generation need the impact of your gift. The question is, will you unlock it? Will you rise above mediocrity and embrace the extraordinary life that awaits you? The time to start is now. The extraordinary is within reach. but only for those who choose to pursue it. Ladies and gentlemen, life does not change by accident. It changes by decision. Every person who has ever accomplished anything great did not wait for circumstances to align or for opportunities to knock. They made a decision to rise, to pursue, to become. The difference between the ordinary and the extraordinary is not luck, talent, or privilege. It is the willingness to make a choice and commit to it with unwavering determination. Many people live life passively, allowing circumstances to dictate their future. They wait for the right time, the right conditions, the right support, but in the process, they waste years of potential. The truth is, nothing changes until you decide. Purpose without decision is powerless. You may have a great vision, a powerful dream, an incredible potential, but if you do not decide to act on it, it will remain just that, a dream, a vision, a potential never realized. The people we admire, the ones who have transformed industries, led nations, or changed the course of history, were not exempt from fear, doubt, or challenges, but they made a decision to rise above their limitations. They refused to let circumstances define them. They refused to be victims of their past or prisoners of their environment. Instead, they took responsibility for their lives, set their focus on their purpose, and made a commitment to pursue it, no matter the cost. Greatness does not come to those who wish for it. It comes to those who decide to chase it. Every extraordinary person had an excuse to stay ordinary. They could have blamed their background, their lack of resources, or the obstacles in their way. But instead, they chose to break free from excuses and step into their destiny. The greatest limitations in life are not external, they are internal. The real battle is not with the world, it is with the mind. The moment you decide that you will no longer settle, no longer procrastinate, no longer allow fear to hold you back, that is the moment everything begins to shift. There is power in decision. When you decide that you will rise, doors will begin to open. When you commit to your purpose, resources will align. When you refuse to quit, opportunities will appear. But nothing moves until you do. The world is filled with people who talk about their dreams, who wish for better days, who hope for change. But only a few take action. Only a few make the decision to push past comfort, to embrace discipline, and to do what it takes to become who they were meant to be. Every person in this room has a choice to make. You can choose to remain where you are, doing what you have always done, getting the same results, or you can choose to rise, to step out in faith, to embrace the extraordinary life that is waiting for you. The decision is yours. Will you answer the call? Will you break free from mediocrity? Will you take responsibility for your destiny? Your future is not determined by chance, it is shaped by choice. The extraordinary is within reach, but only for those who decide to pursue it. The question is, will you be one of them? Ladies and gentlemen, nothing great in life happens by accident. The difference between those who rise and those who remain average is not just talent, desire, or opportunity. It is discipline and vision. Extraordinary people do not wait for inspiration. They build habits that move them forward. They do not live by emotions, they live by principles. Success is not about luck. It is about discipline in action, driven by a clear vision of purpose. Vision is the ability to see beyond the present, to perceive what is possible even when it is not yet visible. It is what keeps a person moving forward despite obstacles, disappointments, and setbacks. Without vision, people wander through life aimlessly, moving from one thing to another, hoping that something will work out. They allow distractions to dictate their path, and as a result, they never maximize their true potential. But those with vision operate differently. They are not easily swayed by temporary circumstances because their focus is fixed on a greater goal. They know where they are going, and that knowledge gives them the strength to endure whatever comes their way. However, vision alone is not enough. A person can have the greatest dream in the world, but without discipline, that dream will never become a reality. Discipline is the bridge between desire and achievement. It is the commitment to do what is necessary even when it is difficult, uncomfortable, or inconvenient. Those who accomplish extraordinary things understand that success is not built in a day. It is built daily through consistent effort and unwavering commitment to excellence. Discipline means sacrificing temporary pleasure for long-term success. It means waking up early to work on your vision while others are sleeping. It means learning and growing when others are wasting time. It means developing skills, refining character, and staying committed to the process even when progress seems slow. It is the willingness to do what most people refuse to do so that you can achieve what most people never will. Many people admire greatness, but are unwilling to embrace the discipline it requires. They want the rewards, but not the responsibility. They want success, but not the sacrifice. But nothing of value comes without a price. Extraordinary people understand that discipline is not a burden, it is a pathway to freedom. It frees you from regret, from wasted years, from a life of mediocrity. It positions you for opportunities that others will never see because they were not prepared to handle them. When vision and discipline come together, nothing is impossible. A person who has clarity of purpose and the discipline to pursue it with consistency will always rise above the ordinary. They will separate themselves from the crowd, not because they are better, but because they are willing to do what others won't. They will withstand challenges, overcome failures, and continue moving forward long after others have given up. The world does not belong to the talented, it belongs to the disciplined. It is not the smartest, the strongest, or the most gifted who rise to the top. It is those who have the vision to see beyond today and the discipline to take action every single day. You were created for something greater, but the question is, will you develop the discipline to reach it? Will you stay focused on your vision and commit to the process? The extraordinary is not for those who wish for it. It is for those who are willing to work for it. The choice is yours. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the greatest battles in life is not fought on the outside, it is fought within. The mind is the battlefield where destinies are won or lost. Many people have the talent, the potential, and even the opportunities, but they never step into greatness because they are held captive by fear and doubt. These two enemies have kept more people from reaching their purpose than any external obstacle ever could. Fear paralyzes. It whispers lies that tell you that you are not good enough, not qualified enough, and not capable enough. It reminds you of past failures and magnifies your weaknesses. It convinces you that stepping out is too risky, that you might fail, that others might reject you. And so many remain in the prison of the ordinary, not because they lack ability, but because they allow fear to dictate their decisions. But here's the truth. Fear is not real. It is only as powerful as you allow it to be. Fear is a shadow, an illusion that disappears the moment you walk toward it. Doubt is just as dangerous. It is the silent killer of dreams. A person can have the greatest vision, the strongest purpose, and even the resources to succeed. But if they doubt themselves, they will never take action. Doubt questions whether the dream is possible. It causes hesitation, and hesitation leads to missed opportunities. Extraordinary people are not those who never feel fear or doubt. They are those who refuse to be controlled by them. They choose to move forward despite uncertainty. They choose to believe in their vision even when the path is unclear. They choose to take action even when they do not have all the answers. Fear and doubt are like chains that keep people locked in place. But purpose is the key that sets them free. When you understand why you were created, fear loses its power. When you focus on the impact of your assignment, doubt fades away. Those who accomplish great things in life are not those who never had fears or uncertainties. They are those who decided that their purpose was more important than their excuses. Every person who has ever done something significant had to confront fear. They had to silence the voice of doubt and choose to believe in their potential. They had to take steps forward, even when they felt unqualified. And every time they did, they discovered something incredible. Fear only exists in the mind. The moment you move forward, you realize that what you were afraid of was never as big as it seemed. Many people spend their lives waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect conditions, the perfect assurance that everything will work out. But there is no such thing as a perfect moment. There is only now. Fear will tell you to wait, but destiny is calling you to act. Doubt will tell you to stop, but purpose is telling you to keep going. The extraordinary is not for those who avoid fear, it is for those who overcome it. The question is, will you allow fear and doubt to hold you back? Or will you step forward in faith and embrace the life you were meant to live? The choice is yours. Ladies and gentlemen, you were never created to blend in. You were never meant to live an average life, following the patterns of the world, suppressing your uniqueness and conforming to the expectations of others. There is something different about you, something that sets you apart. But the tragedy of life is that too many people hide their true selves in an attempt to fit in. They silence their dreams, dim their light, and settle for a life of mediocrity because they fear standing out. Yet the very thing they suppress is what makes them extraordinary. Look at nature. No two trees are exactly alike. No two animals have the same markings. Every star in the sky shines with its own brilliance. If creation itself is filled with uniqueness, why would you believe that you are meant to be just like everyone else? The world conditions people to follow trends, to seek approval, to fit into a mold that was never designed for them. But purpose is never found in imitation. Greatness is never discovered in conformity. The people who change the world are those who dare to be different, who embrace their individuality and who refuse to let the fear of rejection silence their voice. Extraordinary people understand that their difference is their strength. They do not apologize for their uniqueness, and they do not compromise their purpose for the sake of acceptance. They know that they were born with a specific assignment, and that assignment requires them to stand out. It requires them to think differently, to operate differently, and to live at a higher standard. They refuse to follow the crowd because they know that the crowd is often walking in the wrong direction. History remembers those who were bold enough to be themselves. Every great leader, every innovator, every pioneer was once criticized for being different. They were misunderstood, ridiculed, and opposed. But they refused to let the opinions of others dictate their destiny. They understood that the fear of standing out is the enemy of greatness. They embraced their calling, stayed true to their vision, and in doing so, they left an impact that could never be erased. One of the greatest dangers in life is comparison. Too many people measure their worth based on the success of others. They look at someone else's journey and feel inadequate. They try to copy what others are doing instead of focusing on their own unique path. But comparison is a thief. It steals confidence. It breeds insecurity, and it blinds people to the value of their own gift. You are not in competition with anyone else. Your only competition is the person you were yesterday. Your only focus should be becoming the best version of yourself. The world does not need another copy. It needs the real you. It needs your vision, your creativity, your voice, and your purpose. The world is waiting for what you carry, but it will never see it if you keep trying to fit in. You must be willing to step out, to embrace the difference that makes you special, and to boldly walk in your purpose. The choice is yours. You can live a life of comfort, blending in with the crowd, or you can rise above and embrace the extraordinary life you were created for. The world is not changed by those who follow. It is changed by those who lead. Will you dare to be different? Will you step into your true identity? The extraordinary is not for those who conform. It is for those who stand out. Ladies and gentlemen, every person on this earth was born with a gift. It is not something you earn, nor is it something given to a select few. It is placed inside of you from the very beginning, waiting to be discovered, developed, and deployed. But here is the truth. Your gift is not for you. It was given to you, but it was meant for others. The world is waiting for what you carry. Your generation needs what is inside of you. The question is, will you release it? Many people go through life unaware of the treasure within them. They spend their years chasing success, money, recognition, and approval, never realizing that true fulfillment does not come from external things. It comes from discovering your gift and using it to serve others. The extraordinary life is not about what you can get, it is about what you can give. Those who make the greatest impact in history are not those who focused on themselves, but those who poured themselves out for the benefit of others. They found their gift, refined it, and used it to change the world. Your gift is your assignment. It is the thing you do effortlessly, the thing that makes you come alive, the thing that adds value to others when you use it. Some people are gifted in leadership, some in creativity, some in problem solving, and some in innovation. Whatever your gift is, it is the key to your purpose. When you operate in it, you do not just survive, you thrive. You find meaning, joy, and fulfillment because you are functioning the way you were designed to. But when you ignore your gift, suppress it, or misuse it, life feels empty, frustrating, and unfulfilled. One of the greatest tragedies in life is to die with your gift still inside of you. There are people who have gone to the grave without ever expressing their full potential. They allowed fear to silence them. They let doubt hold them back. They listened to the opinions of others instead of following the call within them. And as a result, the world never experienced the greatness they were meant to bring. But that does not have to be your story. You have a choice. You can choose to rise, to embrace your gift, and to use it to make a difference. The world is not in need of more people who simply exist. It is in need of people who are fully alive, fully engaged in their purpose, and fully committed to their calling. Your gift is the solution to a problem. Someone is waiting for what you have. Someone is praying for the answer that you carry. The moment you decide to use your gift, you do not just change your own life, you change the lives of others. You become a source of inspiration, a beacon of hope, a leader in your own right. But unlocking your gift requires courage. It requires you to step out of your comfort zone, to stop waiting for permission, and to start walking in your purpose. It requires you to overcome fear, silence doubt, and embrace the responsibility of your calling. It is not enough to know you have a gift. You must use it. You must sharpen it, refine it, and develop it so that it reaches its full potential. The world does not need half-developed gifts. It needs gifts that are maximized, gifts that are operating at their highest level, gifts that bring transformation wherever they are applied. You were not born to be ordinary. You were born with something special inside of you. But it is your responsibility to cultivate it, to nurture it, and to share it with the world. The extraordinary life is not reserved for a select few. It is available to anyone willing to discover their gift and use it for the good of others. The question is, will you step into your assignment? Will you rise above excuses and give the world what you were created to give? The extraordinary is not for those who hold back. It is for those who release what is inside of them. The time to start is now. Ladies and gentlemen, the journey from ordinary to extraordinary is not reserved for a chosen few. It is available to anyone who dares to embrace their purpose, make a decision, cultivate discipline, overcome fear, stand out, and use their gift to impact the world. The difference between those who live an average life and those who leave a lasting legacy is not in their background, resources, or opportunities. It is in their mindset, their choices, and their willingness to step into their calling. You were created for more than just survival. There is greatness within you, but it will only manifest if you rise above mediocrity and commit to becoming the person you were designed to be. The world does not need another person who simply exists. It needs someone who dares to lead, inspire, and transform. That someone is you. The time for excuses is over. The time for waiting is gone. Your future is in your hands, and the extraordinary life is within your reach. So go forward with courage. Embrace your uniqueness and let your gift shine. The world is waiting for you. Good luck on your journey, and may you walk boldly in your purpose. Thank you.